Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're looking at finalising the M113 builds minus the crew, and I've taken them off the bases they were on and the turrets have come off as well. We've just got a tiny bit of blue tack next to each turret, and we'll mount the turrets onto the vehicles. Then we'll just give them a quick dry brush, and for that I'm going to use khaki, and then we're just going to do a little bit of a brush tidy up with Russian uniform. So let's get into it. For the dry brushing, I'm going to use just an old brush that's pretty puffy, sort of good for getting right across everything with big strokes. But with dry brushing we're going to have much brush on the brush at all. And just in the corner here I've got a piece of paper towel, and I'll just brush the brush across the paper towel. So first thing I'll do is I get the turrets, and underneath I just put a tiny piece of blue tack. So just sit that under that turret ring, and that's so it will stay there, but also can be removed if we want to remove it. And that'll hold that in place. Of course we'll tidy up any little bits of blue tack that stick out, they won't stay. Same with this one. I mean, you can fit those turrets on and not hold them on with anything, but I just like to put something underneath them just to hold them on. And I did leave the one on the right, the commanders. You can see the commanders. We're going to try and get under that light a bit better. So I painted all the areas where the crew sit, commander's cupola, and this one I didn't, so you can just sort of see that difference between. It's hard to get in the light, but painted versus unpainted. So I think they do look better with a little bit of paint in them. You can sort of see it there, unpainted, painted. So once we get the crew, put the crew in, it's going to look better with it painted. And I'll tidy that up off camera. So the khaki, and once again we don't need a lot. And this would be the similar technique we use on the GHQ build. So we just got our and just brush that across like that. Just gives it that little weathered, used look. And it does just dull down that green. And I find with vehicles that are going to have, just adjust that light, vehicles that are going to have a little bit more mud on them, you can go a little bit heavier with that colour. just get a little bit more khaki. So I find that vehicles that have more mud on them can handle that little bit thicker dry brushing. And you can choose any colour you want to do this sort of technique. This is just what I do. Gives them that in the field look. I think that looks quite good. And that's our dry brushing car key done. The M113 build. It's a bit hard to tell, but it really has toned down that colour. And the next colour we'll use is the Russian uniform. And the Russian uniform, using the 50 brush again, I just go around, just a little bit around where the turret meets up in the whole of the vehicle, a little bit around the top there, a little bit on the commander's hatch, just around the gun shield, and a little bit across this vent. Just really tidies that up. You can do this either way around. You can dry brush it first, dry brush it second. And that, when that dries, just add a little bit of colour around the hatches. And that's the two last colours I'll do onto the vehicles. Let's look at the side profile. From the rear. Front, top, and when we do the crew, we'll do a couple of little things, but for the most part, that's how I paint my M113s. Thanks for watching.